In the writings of Ibn Arabi, the concept of ijma, consensus, is treated very differently from how it is handled in formal usul al-fiqh, legal theory. First, it is important to distinguish two levels. Number 1, classical legal theory versus Ibn Arabi's metaphysical lens. In mainstream Sunni legal theory, Ash'ari, Maturidi, etc., ijma means, open quote, agreement of all qualified mujtahid scholars of a given era on a legal ruling, close quote. Scholars then debate technicalities. Does it require literally every jurist? Is tacit consensus valid? Is regional consensus valid? How is it verified? This is where your question arises. How can one realistically know that every jurist agrees? Most jurists historically admitted that absolute empirical verification is practically impossible, so ijma functions more as a normative epistemic principle than a census of individuals. Ibn Arabi's foundational reframing. For Ibn Arabi, ijma is not primarily a sociological event. He reframes knowledge itself. In works like Al-Futuhat al-Makkiyah, he argues that truth is not established by majority. Agreement among humans does not create certainty. Certainty comes from divine disclosure. Kashf, fat, not counting opinions. He is skeptical of the philosophical weight jurists assign to ijma as an independent proof. Why? Because for him, open quote, human agreement has no intrinsic authority unless it reflects divine reality. Close quote. Consensus does not generate truth. It only reflects it if it happens to align with the real. Number 3, how Ibn Arabi addresses the impossibility problem. Your question directly mirrors a concern Ibn Arabi himself raises implicitly. How can one claim universal consensus when knowledge of all minds is impossible? His response is subtle. A. Absolute ijma is epistemically inaccessible. No human being can truly know that every mujtahid agrees. Therefore, claims of ijma are always probabilistic at the human level. They are practical constructs, not metaphysical certainties. This aligns with later critiques by some usul scholars, but Ibn Arabi pushes it further. B. Real consensus belongs to the divine level. For Ibn Arabi, real unity and agreement exist only in divine knowledge. God already knows. All opinions, all interpretations, all possibilities. Thus, what humans call ijma is merely a local manifestation of a deeper ontological unity. Consensus is not something humans manufacture. It is something that may appear when divine wisdom discloses harmony among scholars. C. Disagreement is not a failure. Unlike many legal theorists who treat disagreement as epistemically inferior, Ibn Arabi views ikhtilaf, difference, as a necessary feature of divine self-disclosure, a mercy, an expression of multiple valid perspectives within the Sharia. Hence, the absence of universal consensus is not problematic. It is metaphysically expected. Does Ibn Arabi reject ijma? No, but he radically de-absolutizes it. He does not deny its juridical usefulness for social order. Rather, ijma is valid as a legal convention, not as an ultimate source of certainty independent of God. For him, only God possesses unconditioned certainty. Human consensus is pragmatically binding, not intrinsically truth-producing. Number 5, why this fits his larger epistemology. Ibn Arabi's epistemology is hierarchy-based. 1. Divine knowledge, absolute. 2. Prophetic knowledge, protected. 3. Kashf, unveiling, individually certain, not universally binding. 4. Rational and juristic reasoning, probabilistic ijma operates only at level 4. Therefore, expecting mathematical certainty from it is a category mistake. Number 6. Direct answer to your question. Open quote. How can there be consensus when it's impossible to reach every jurist? Close quote. From an Ibn Arabi perspective, perfect empirical consensus is impossible and not required. What is called ijma is a functional legal principle, not a literal global polling. True agreement exists only in divine knowledge. Diversity of rulings reflects divine wisdom, not epistemic chaos.